Hello. Okay, so here we go. We're doing Simp and Quickle part 3, I believe. Yes, part 3. We're doing 3. Okay. Here's 3. Uh I wanted to talk about something I found the other day. Most people saw it on my Facebook. Um this would be yesterday that I found it now, or the day before actually. I don't really know. Anyway, so here's what I found. I don't have it with me, but I found my old digital voice recorder, which is really cool, actually. I found it in my garage, which is dangerous to go in alone, but I found it in my garage, and it's this cute little digital voice recorder. It's like this tall and like this wide. It's really tiny, and it runs on two AAA batteries. But so I found it, and on it, oddly enough, from what I think is either 2007 or 2008. I'm gonna say 8, but I really am not sure on that one. Were recordings that we took when I lived in an apartment in Redlands with my ex-boyfriend and my friend Logan, who is the one that I talked to you guys about that passed away in October of 11. So, yeah, he's on it. So it's kind of like I get to hear him again, but it's really bizarre now because I know that he's dead, and it's really strange to hear him. Um, anyway, so there's on this thing is 3 hours and 45 minutes of a conversation that my ex had with Logan. Well, the first hour of it is that conversation, and after that, it's like what it was like to live in our apartment for 2 hours. it's it's like all of a sudden at the end of the conversation you hear, "Hey guys, come check this out," from me, and they get up and they bring the recorder with them, and I wanted them to see a YouTube video, and you hear the YouTube video playing, and you hear commentary, and we're just bullshitting back and forth, and this goes on for hours, and it's like I said, it's just like what it was like to live there for a couple hours. It was pretty cool actually. Excuse me. And okay, and but yeah, it's actually pretty awesome. And right now, what I'm doing, I am using a program called Audacity to clean up that audio because it's really noisy and really crap quality. So I'm cleaning it up, and also on that recorder, on side B, as they like to call it, is a recording of about 5 minutes of Logan playing the didgeridoo. And if you don't know what a didgeridoo is, it's a Aboriginal instrument made from tree saplings. What happens is or tree branches, they take the tree branches and they let the bugs hollow it out. And then they take this hollowed out stick and they then put beeswax on the mouth part. Usually it's decorated real pretty and whatnot. And then they blow into it. And Logan liked to call it farting. Because you play it out of the side of your mouth, and it sounds like you're farting until you put the instrument to your mouth. And once you put the instrument to your mouth, it makes this really cool, unique sound. And no two sound alike, which is really cool. And it's a very bizarre instrument. And I didn't believe him when he first told me about it. I was like, okay, because the word didgeridoo sounds like something you'd make up when you're high. So I didn't believe him. It turns out it is in fact a real instrument. Look it up on YouTube. It's amazing sounding. But I also have to clean that up just a little bit. It's not too bad actually. And I will be posting that sound clip somewhere in the universe and linking to it and yada yada yada. Eventually, when I stop procrastinating. Until then, you'll have to do with other people's didgeridoo playing. um, so I found that and I thought that was really cool. Like I said, it's really creepy to hear his voice again. But it's still pretty cool. Also, I'm working on a project with a mutual friend of ours, mine and Logan's, that I'm taking all of the pictures that we've managed to gather of him from various friends and family and places and things, and I'm post-processing them for errors. Like, I'm just gonna clean them up a little bit. Some of them are a little grainy, some of them are a little, noisy, some of them are bright, dark, whatever. So I'm post-processing. And then I give them back, she prints them, she's gonna put them in a big photo album for his mom, which is awesome. But anyway, I'm gonna slam part 2 part 3 into part 4. We're gonna make 2 videos in one right now. So cut, and here's part 4. A couple weeks ago, actually right about Christmas, my friend Ronnie, he got his new Droid Razr, which cool phone. And it is actually pretty awesome. Even though it doesn't have a physical keyboard, it's a pretty cool phone. Anyway, we went up to help him with his hot water heater because it stopped working, and my dad's pretty handy. So we went up to help him with that, and in that process, he gave me as a loan, actually, until I get my new phone, his old phone, which is awesome because mine was such a piece of crap. Really, it was. And it is a old Droid. Just you're running, standing in the Droid. The cool thing about this one though is it came rooted, because he rooted it before, and which is pretty awesome because it does things that is really amazing actually. There's a lot of things I can customize that I couldn't customize before, and it's just a really snazzy phone. I like it a lot. It's really sleek. And of course it has a keyboard, which is my requirements for having a phone. I've got 2 complaints about this phone, and one of them's not really a complaint, it's just kind of one of those things that's like, eh. The battery door comes off really easily, which I was warned about, so I'm like, not a big deal. It does slide off remarkably easily, but it's not so bad. I can deal with that. One thing that irritates me, unfortunately, and there's nothing anybody can do about this, is that when you're holding the phone this way, everything's lined up to be that way. Let me see if I can actually show you. It's all oriented that way, right? So, oops, I pushed a button. Okay, so yeah, it's all oriented, lined up that way, right? And then you turn it like this way, or whatever way, and it now orients this way, right? Well, here's my problem with this phone. It is so sensitive to orientation change. Like, I can just barely turn it, and it just flips on me, and it's really very irritating. And then when I go to turn it back, it takes forever to return to an upright display, to a portrait display, and it's just kind of it's kind of irritating sometimes when I want to use my phone, because then I have to wait for it to turn, and it's kind of upsetting. But other than that, not a bad phone at all. I'm really happy about it. He also gave me, let me borrow a USB cord, which is cool because my other one was really finicky. Like, literally if I sneezed, it would disconnect me. So, there's that, and he lent me a card reader, 5-in-1 or 12-in-1 card reader, which is cool because I lost my mini SD adapter, and, so he let me borrow his, which, right on. He rocks. Also, he will be having this Droid returned to him soon. I will be getting a new phone, hopefully by the end of January. So I'm excited about that. Okay, so that concludes Simp and Quickle Part 3 and 4 slammed into one. I can't really call it 34, and I can't really call it 7, so we'll just call it Part 3 just for Simp and Quickle purposes. Okay, yeah, so there's that. Enjoy my Simp and Quickle Part 3.